say, man?
We're talking about old Hawaiian punch that you can actually taste.
What about that the Tahitian treat?
Oh, Tahitian treat all the way. Cold Tahitian treat is the best on it.
Oh yeah.
No questions asked.
But if you drink it hot, it'll kill you. All right. Welcome to the Lost Blurs. I'm Will the Kraken.
I am Jason the Villain.
I am Brandon, the doctor.
And as always, we're here to talk about pop culture. Here to do a whole bunch of blurty things from today, yesterday, and into the future. Like I said, we got our pop culture t-shirts on. You see, I got the Cobra. What you got on today?
Got the retro old X-Men.
I got my Thanos armor on.
He tried to outdo us with the cosplay muscle shirt.
Our last cosplay, I looked at some more of her stuff. It kind of inspired me, so try to start doing some cosplay on too.
Well, all right. We're going to get down and get to it with the first question. Our first question of the day is give us your top 5 Marvel characters. We're talking about any top 5 Marvel. We're not talking about just the MCU from any of the comics that Stan Lee made. Excuse me. Give it to us.
All right.
I would love to take this one first. Okay, what you got?
Fire away.
All right.
Fire at will.
Now this was very hard because I mean with Marvel it's just so many amazing characters. It's a lot, but I narrowed it down to 5. I changed it around, rearranged it, but I got my number 5. For my number 5, I got Doctor Doom.
Okay.
To me, I feel like he's underrated. I know they tried to put his character in a couple of movies and didn't do the best job, I don't think, of using him, which I think is what we're kind of hoping if the rumors are true with the next Black Panther. It looks like Dr. Doom might be the one behind the scenes with Namor and everything, kind of pulling the strings, so that'll be good to see. I think he's probably one of the smartest. The only people who might be smarter than him are probably Richards and trying to think who else might be smarter than him. I don't know if Tony Stark would be smarter than him or not. Probably not.
No.
Number 4 might be on some of y'all list. I don't know. The good old Wolverine, classic. Always been a favorite of mine, especially since the '90s cartoon. I mean, he's just his little one-liners, everything about it. He's just always been cool to me. My number 3, talked about him a few episodes ago, is Magneto.
Okay.
Just everything that he stands for, his persona, his powers, of course, which nobody can deny that. But you just think about his backstory, where he came from, how he survived the Holocaust and everything. It's just, I mean, it's hard to go against Magneto. Okay. My number 2, also a classic, probably gonna be on most people's list. It's gonna be the Web Slinger. Good old Spider-Man.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with that. I'm really hoping Marvel's gonna go ahead and make that Miles Morales live action Spider-Man movie.
After a successful Spider-Verse and a successful game.
And they're making another one. They're making another Spider-Verse.
Oh my! And a successful PS5 game. You have to.
I'm hoping they go ahead and go full throttle, go ahead and make a live action. And my number 1, strongest there is, Hulk Smash. He's always been my favorite. All his different reincarnations they did of him, if you think about when he was Maestro from the gamma radiation poisoning, I mean, he was really overpowered then. Yeah. And then, of course, one of my favorite storylines was from Planet Hulk and World War Hulk when he was Worldbreaker Hulk. I mean, just walking, he caused earthquakes, caused the earth to shatter, split apart. I mean, he pretty much destroyed every Marvel character in the universe, in the Marvel universe, before he finally got, I guess, stalemate about a century. Yeah. So that's gonna be my top 5. Hulk,
pretty strong
as there is. Correct?
All right. You know what? My top 5 was kind of hard.
It's a lot to choose.
Yeah, it's too many to choose from, actually. Some great stories.
Squirrel Girl?
You know what? She might be up there with the Penguin and the Joker. I might put them up Well, I had to go number 5. I had to think about this a minute. I'm going black on this. I just learned something about this guy, Isaiah Bradley,
Oh yeah, the black
the
cap.
black version of Captain
Black
America.
cap.
I see his story is interesting, and I'm gonna do a little bit more research, but I'm gonna go with him just because he's the black Captain
I
America.
can't hate on
Right.
it.
Number 4 is gonna be Black Panther. Black Panther's badass. I know we got the vibranium. I know we got all that, but Black Panther. We speaking of Doctor Doom, which the man has held the Infinity Gauntlet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hadn't he had the Phoenix Spirit in him?
Yes, he is.
So Black Panther is he's a better leader than Captain America.
Also, little known fact, but you know he's actually in all of comic books. This is DC and Marvel. He is the richest character
Yeah, I did know
than
that.
any character ever created. He's the
Got
richest
Bruce
character.
Wayne, got Tony Stark,
All of them.
all of them.
He's just all around great character.
Not to
That's
mention
Stan Lee, baby.
Storm.
Appreciate Stan Lee. And Black Panther 2, I know Chadwick gone talk about the MCU, but you got to do the man some justice,
I'm gonna ask
and
this
you got to
question.
do just the movie some justice.
So this is my question to you.
Don't
fellow.
come to America 2 this movie.
No,
we're
no,
gonna burn the
no, they ain't gonna
theaters.
do that.
We're
To
gonna
you,
go burn them down.
To my fellow blurters out there with Black Panther 2, this is my question to you. I want to see you comment below. Do you think they should recast T'Challa? That's my question.
Cause what's his name who directed Ryan
Ryan
Coogler?
Coogler.
He said it was the hardest thing the other day he had to do. He could ever do was finish that movie because it's finished.
Yeah, it's finished.
It's finished.
It's done.
I saw the interview. He said it's
Yeah.
the hardest thing he had to do. So hopefully he saved the franchise. Hopefully with what he's doing, he saved the franchise.
Because you think about
Hopefully with this multiverse, they figure out a way to get it done.
I would say the only thing I would say is maybe Time Stone and grab Killmonger. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a fan favorite. People thought Michael B. Jordan did a knockout
in
job.
the comics, he was Black
He
Panther.
was. So was Shuri.
And
People ain't too hot on it after her.
So was
recent comments,
and Baku also. I think he held.
And Baku was yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
that would be cool if they kind of using Baku. I like
But
what's his name.
my
playing
actual
the character.
question is not Black Panther, but recasting T'Challa. That is my question. Only because I'm only asking this because I'm on the fence about it. Just because of how well Chadwick played the role, and I don't even know really any actor who would even want to touch that and say, "There's no way I'm gonna even try to."
Not when
touch
somebody
that role.
perfects a role in only 3 or 4 movies.
But my only thing with that is just
I
I
say
don't think
no.
he would want the character
to die. Yeah, he understood the importance of the character.
It's
He
just
would
so
want the character to
important.
go
It's
away.
so much of T'Challa's story that
Yeah, you
you
can't
won't
just
ever
kill
be
them
able
all.
to see. I mean, you didn't even get to bring Storm into the picture.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think
Make another
that's
Black
the thing.
Panther, another T'Challa.
I say using Baku. Just say he was trying to grow a version of the herb in the mountains, and made it kind of different, and use him. Or you can say Killmonger never died. They rushed his ass to
Yeah,
Shuri
they ended up
Lab.
saving his life.
Put on
Yeah.
ice like they did Winter Soldier.
Winter
Yeah,
Soldier,
they
that's true.
could did
Yeah,
that.
that's
So
true.
that would be cool.
That's true.
So if they came out with that, that'd be real
Because he
G.
still got the herb in him.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
So all right, my number 3
Comment below, please. I want to see it.
is gonna be Franklin Richards. Dude since birth
God,
is warping
Pick
everything.
the strongest dude.
He's not the strongest. The one
Uh,
above all
I
is the
mean,
strong.
I
Well,
know
they
he-
say that's Stan
That's Stan
Lee
Lee.
and what's his name, but you got who
Somebody
else? You got somebody up under him though. Up
Century,
under one
Tribe,
of them.
Century don't joke.
Right,
The
the
Little
Yeah, I
Tribe,
think
yeah.
the Living Tribe. So
Franklin Richards is that man.
Franklin Richards,
Reed Richards' son.
Yeah.
In the future. You gotta know that.
he's gonna be up there. If you don't know about him, just go look him up. He was making realities when he was a little kid,
Mhm.
just playing with them. All right, my number 2 is gonna be Wanda.
Okay.
Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch.
Oh, yeah.
I had WandaVision helped me find out a little bit more about her. And since then, I believe in this next MCU. I'm just talking about the MCU. I know about the House of M and all that kind of stuff.
I do believe she's gonna be the villain in Doctor Strange.
Next one.
Too.
That's why she shouldn't.
I don't think so, but I know she's gonna be powerful as shit though,
Mm-hmm.
just like she
She's
is.
gonna probably get corrupted by that book she was reading. What's it called?
Warner's
Some
gonna
tip
do.
of my tongue.
Warner's gonna do some weird stuff. I mean,
She gonna eat.
people don't understand how strong she is. Like this one.
They
look,
gonna
if you
find
need
out
to-
though.
If you need any visual proof of how strong Wanda Maximoff is, look at one scene in Infinity War before the snap.
Endgame too. When
She ain't got
she
to.
about to kill that
She
man.
was finna kill him until he
Well, think
said,
about
"Let
this.
it
She called Let
rain."
it rain.
This
Yeah,
makes
let it
this
rain.
makes it even crazier. That was just Thanos, raw young Thanos, right?
Oh, 'cause he
One
had the
hand-
gauntlet. Then he had the gauntlet.
Dude, he has 5 stones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's holding him off while he has 5 stones, while the other hand is destroying another stone.
Yeah.
Like, she is. I think they say in the MCU, her and Doctor Strange might be like the two, like because they can create realities and take away powers and stuff like that. So yeah, Wonder Man, I see why this number
Yeah.
two.
It's the dark hole. That's
Dark
the
hole,
number.
that's it.
The
So
witchcraft book.
this my number 2. My number 1, it's like Brandon. It's the Hulk.
Oh, okay.
It's
Can't go wrong with Hulk smash,
Hey,
man.
did the
right
Doctor
there.
and the Kraken just agree on a number 1?
man, I'm talking about the
Show
Hulk.
first.
Hey, that's not the show first, but it's better than the Groundhog Day one, I guess. But
He gonna dive
Yeah.
out the window next.
you gotta look at the Hulk. It's just he gets mad, or he can regenerate, he can heal himself. Strength is up there. I don't even think we saw all he could do. Correct me if I'm wrong. He becomes the Herald of Galactus,
Mm-hmm.
takes the place of the Silver Surfer, and he just
He got a lot of his
does-
story.
Yeah, he's got a whole bunch. It's just great. I remember the old '70s TV show.
LaFrida on
Yeah, yeah. Shoot, he scared me back then. I'm like, dude, huge.
Green
Scared me.
eyes?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I used to be scared to see him transform. But yeah, the Hulk throughout the movies, this recent MCU Hulk is my favorite one.
They did it so
They
fifth
did.
in the MCU.
They did.
Yeah,
the
they
last
did.
two.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so.
They
did it
really
so good.
tore him
Well,
down.
Endgame, they kind of messed him up.
They tore him down after
After the first Avengers.
They tore him down in like each movie.
He didn't
Yeah.
get the rock and roll like that, like he did in the first Avengers.
Yeah,
That
first
was
Avengers,
crazy.
yeah, he was right. But yeah, when he became kind of Professor Hulk and after Thanos whooped that ass, it was like
Thoroughly.
he couldn't do nothing. And that would kind of shock me too from the MCU standpoint. Thanos without an Infinity Gauntlet and everything just beat his ass.
Yeah, he did. Yes.
So
He didn't use
that
any
They
was-
time.
didn't even let him redeem himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was pretty sucky.
Yeah, so that's my top 5.
They didn't worse than let him dream it. They kind of bitched him out because he was afraid to come
Yeah,
out there.
afraid
Yeah.
to
Yeah, that was-
like,
No.
Yeah, that was weird.
But the comic book Hulk, hey, it's all good.
My top 5, I was torn because I was gonna do that 6-man thing. I kind of got that idea from one of my brothers here. Because this is so biased. Because he wasn't on the old cartoon. I read the comic books, but I was really in tune with the X-Men. So my honorable mention, my 6-man is gonna be the Black Panther. Okay. Number 5 is gonna be old Remy LeBeau, Gambit.
Yeah.
I was a huge Gambit fan. I thought he was really cool with the accent, the stick, the cards. I thought all of that was really cool. My
Also
number,
very, very powerful.
very, very powerful.
Omega level.
Yes, he was an Omega level mutant. People forget that because they didn't do him any justice in that movie.
No.
That was actually borderline horrible.
Was he in the movie?
He was in that X-Men Origins
You know,
where they had to fight Sabretooth.
who played his character?
The
Taylor
guy
Kitsch.
From,
He played John Carter.
Yeah, John Carter.
Oh yeah, that's why it sucked because I didn't even remember he was in that
Yeah,
movie.
he was playing cards and he lit up the eyes. He was the one who got him into the compound.
Oh yeah, that must have sucked.
Yeah, that jump was pretty bad. That's the one when I tried to make Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
That was one of the worst endings
That
to a
was
movie I've
horrible.
ever
Yeah.
witnessed in my life. My number 4 is Victor Von Doom. He is one of the best villains. The Rule of Latveria. I think he's another Omega God level mutant. When he was God Doom,
Yeah, that's a great one.
he was just Thanos didn't stand a chance. He literally shredded everybody. Like you said, Omega level intellect. Just Yeah, Victor Von Doom is the man. Number 3, probably one of the only superheroes I actually like, the good old Cap. I love Captain America. He isn't the strongest with powers, but even when Thanos killed him in the Infinity War Gauntlet, he said he had to kill him.
What is the 5 fingers? Say to the face! What? Slap!
First, he was the strongest one. He inspired the rest of them. And that's what Cap was. He didn't have all the flashy powers, but you have to kill him in order to beat him. His leadership was just unmatched. Number 2, I'm going with Apocalypse. Apocalypse was so cool. The fact that he was eternal. He's Egyptian. Throw it out there. Apocalypse was a black dude.
They definitely did him wrong.
They did him filthy in that movie. But Apocalypse, like I said, he was the original mutant. He was the first one. It literally took multiple teams to beat him, like X Factor, X Force. They all had to get together to beat him. And number 1 is Magneto. I like his story arc. His powers were Omega level. And even though there were mutants and villains stronger than him, he was the one they chose to lead the Brotherhood. You know what I mean? Because his ideals weren't completely radical. Like he still understood he wanted peace, but he just wanted to take it instead of wait for it. And I kind of agree with that. So yeah, Magneto's gonna be my number 1. And as I've said before, I completely named my son after him. So yeah, Magneto it is.
All right. So if you got the top 5 Marvel characters, somebody you don't like, hey, put it down on the comments.
We read those.
Hey, we read them. Put us down your top 5 in the comments. All right. So
Please do.
when we get back, we're gonna move on to the next segment, which is Pick One. All right. Today's Pick One is going to be Double Dare or Guts. Which show you want to be on? Anybody want to go?
I gotta go with Guts on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty much American Gladiators for kids. I mean, I just gotta go with Guts, man. That would have been the one I would have wanted to be on.
I have no recourse. It's absolutely what I would say. Guts. I like Double Dare because it kind of combined the athleticism or the wackiness with the gang. Like the family, you can bring the gang, the whole family on there.
Right?
Double Dare.
They bring it Double Dare
They
back.
Oh, that's
should.
great.
And let's not bring back Mark Summers.
Well, you know, Mark Summers producing a lot of stuff for HGTV, a lot of food shows.
I actually
Stuff
did not
like
know
that.
that.
No,
That's actually
Food
pretty
Network. Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, he produced a lot of that stuff.
I'm going with
You know,
Guts.
I'm big. I watch Food Network.
And you know another reason I'm picking Guts? It's so cheesy. They had the coolest theme song. They got to have it. I think they had the coolest trophy with like the piece of rock that was going to be broken out, like the sky crawl, the wall. Guts was one of the first shows I actually tried to write in to be on. That's a like I wanted to be on all of them, but I tried to be on Guts. That's a true story. It's too young and slow.
Well, I'm going the opposite. It's going to be Double Dare.
Nickelodeon is Double Dare.
Mark Summers. Hey, I always wanted to be on there. Answer the questions, do the physical challenge. Hey, with the slime, and even though it wasn't that big, you get the little studio. But hey, it was cool. It was cool.
I got a wrench I'm finna throw in here.
What's that?
Legend.
Oh my God.
The Hidden Temple?
Hidden Temple.
Now, Legend of the Hidden Temple is probably going to be better than all of them. Just because of the courses. Because even half the time, the kids couldn't even get through the courses on Legend of the Hidden Temple. Where you got to put the monkeys together or the statues.
Team
that
cool.
goes on. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. All right. Second, pick one. Jetsons or Flintstones? They even did a movie together.
They did. And supposedly, actually, the Jetsons is actually not the one that's in the future. Believe it or not, the Flintstones is actually the one that's further into the future. Remember I did the episode where Elroy made the time machine that was trying to go forward into the future. That's how they met the Flintstones. So it's just to show you all that technology, if eventually takes us back to the Stone Age. But I'm still choosing the Jetsons. I'm a futurist. They had cooler gadgets. I thought Judy was pretty cool. The little maid robot they had. What was his dog's name? I can't think of what his dog's name. Arrow was the son. I can't think of what his. But he had Mr. Spacely. Astro.
Yeah.
You had Mr. Spacely. The way that they were going like in and out the little tubes, like you had the bankers on it, the flying cars, Jetsons, and plus, I don't know who had the better theme song. Let me dial down. You know. I'm gonna pick the Jetsons though.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Flintstones.
Okay.
Because correct me if not, have they ever made a live action Jetsons movie?
No.
So they've done Flintstones.
They should though.
They could, and they
Especially
should.
now.
But I believe the Flintstones are just a little bit better. Fred and Barney, they're pretty good. Then even as they got older, Flintstones, well, no, even the little kids, the little Fred Flintstones, with the Flintstone Kids shows,
Yeah.
that used to come on Saturday morning were pretty
Bam
damn
Bam
good.
the Pep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you got the little Bam Bam. You got
What was Barney's wife?
Betty Rose.
Betty.
Betty, Wilma, Dino.
Dino. Yeah.
So,
You know one thing I did like on the
Mr. Slate.
Flintstones? How they made all like the modern appliances out of just like dinosaurs. I thought that was pretty cool. I
Yeah, I think I would probably go with Flintstones too. That's just the one I'm gonna go. I just thought it was like you said. I thought it was cool the way they used the dinosaurs and
that
other
was pretty
animals for the everyday things that we use machines for. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Flintstones on this one.
All right, for our final pick one, this is gonna be kind of hard. Which one you gonna go with? Sub-Zero, Scorpion.
You missed the Mortal Kombat.
We touched on this a few episodes ago.
We did.
I mean, the most iconic voice line I think I can ever think of in a video game.
Get over here!
I mean,
It is. It has to be.
I have to go.
It's probably more recognizable than Hadouken.
And then, but even that is even his backstory.
Yeah.
When you think about how the clans and how Sub-Zero's clan killed his family, and that's kind of what started their feud or whatever. But I'm gonna have to go with Scorpion. I'm really looking forward. If you haven't, I'm sure you've seen the trailer for the new Mortal Kombat movie that's coming out. But Hanzo and them, it looks like it's gonna be real good.
It's gonna be
good.
It's gonna be it.
I don't know about the acting, but at least the fighting should be good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go the opposite direction. I'm gonna go Sub-Zero. Even back from the first video game, I just love what he could do. Yeah, nah, not really. I have done them, but hey, even back from the first video games, just him with the ice freezing everybody, thought it was just a cool thing to do. They basically tit for tat, though.
They are.
Man. They
There's no wrong answer on this one, especially.
yeah, they basically tit for tat. Just
Cause I'm gonna let pick between Ken and Ryu. I mean,
yeah, it's just basically what it is.
That's true.
They just tit for tat. Hey, Sub-Zero got his own video games and stuff. A lot of people even used to fight with him all the time. He might be used just as much as Scorpion or tit for tat.
That's true.
Out of the most used characters in the games.
That's true.
I don't think nobody else like Raiden and Sonya Blade. Some people used to use them.
Maybe a Liu Kang or something like
Yeah,
that.
Johnny Cage.
I'm an
something
asshole. I
that.
just like Kano.
Kano
I
was
like
cool.
Kano. Yeah, I actually like Kano. I'm gonna choose Scorpion. The only reason I like the skull thing, I like villains, which actually Sub-Zero is actually a pretty badass villain too. Like you see, it's to get over here.
Get over here!
It's kind of what when you think of Mortal Kombat, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Is either being frozen by Sub-Zero or the harpoon by Scorpion. And just the fact that he says something that hasn't really, they kind of, tweaked it, but it hasn't really changed since the first game. You know what I mean?
Sub-Zero's always silent.
You know what I mean?
Just a
He's
silent
always
killer.
silent. But that get over here or come here or get over, whatever it is you say,
Get over here!
I have to go with Scorpion on this one. Plus, I'm a little bit better with him. I think his moves are a little bit better. Like the teleport, kick, and the sword. But the harpoon is just a cool-ass weapon.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
movie trailer when
Yeah.
they did that,
Oh,
shit was off the
goodness.
chain.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was
So he takes like one like the real life, and he just like
yeah.
takes everybody down. Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it didn't even look like CGI when he was doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
That's true.
all. All right, we're moving on to our second question. Kind of stick with our superhero thing. What's your top 2 superpowers that you could get personally and have
It's gonna be
for
good.
yourself?
It's gonna be good.
Your 2 superpowers that if you could get them, you want them for life, and you can have.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I will. I was gonna go time manipulation, because I value time more than anything. But I'm gonna switch up a bit. I'm gonna go Charles Xavier's mind control. That speaks for itself. To be able to get people to think what you want them to think, see what you want them to think, do what you want them to do, read their mind, hear what they're thinking. It has some disadvantages. I probably would want to hear what people are thinking all the time. But to be able to zero in and control people from a distance, even without Cerebro, is I think that's pretty cool. Secondly, I want to say flight, because flight does look cooler.
I used to have it. I had that on my list.
Yeah, flight, it does look cool to take off and fly, but it's even cooler to just come out of nowhere. So I'm gonna go with teleportation. It's better just like the power of the space stone, just step out of one portal and I'm halfway across the world in one step. You know what I mean? It's almost being like, just everywhere at once, kind of, sort of. So I'd probably go mind control and teleportation.
I thought you was gonna go something different, but I guess I'll do mine. So my first one, where is? Oh, here it is, right here. My first one
Oh,
is the ability to use the force.
That's a superpower.
yeah.
A superpower.
Cause I mean, it kind of goes almost with telepathy, not telepathy, but with the telekinesis and stuff.
It does,
a
it
little
does.
bit. I mean, that's pretty
Absolutely.
much what it is. So
Jedi mind trick?
yeah, I'm definitely going with
channel.
Grogu here and
Notified.
using of the Force. My second is going to be, it would probably be like Superman's invulnerability.
Okay.
So you're pretty much talking about invulnerable Darth Vader that you can't kill.
Jeez.
So,
You could have stopped. You had me an invulnerable Darth Vader. You
So-
could have stopped right there. That was the end of the love story.
yeah, those are 2 powers I'm going with.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going almost similar to you.
All right.
You know, the Force is gonna be number 1. Look at Ebony Maw in the MCU Endgame movie. Basically, he had the Force to kick
Exactly
the shit
what
out of
it was,
everybody,
yes.
basically.
That's exactly
And
what
you
it
think about the stuff you can do with it. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
lightning and everything.
But give me Darth Vader's Force, where I could be halfway across the galaxy,
Yeah, that Force
contact
choke.
you by camera phone or whatever they got, and say, look at you just start dying.
You start dying,
Just
that's-
start
yeah.
choking.
Stop bleeding from the nose.
Yeah,
I
just
didn't, think
start
about
choking.
I didn't think about using the Force as an actual superpower. That's exactly
Yeah,
what it
it's
is,
a
though.
power.
Yeah.
You damn right. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. Now, here goes a question. Let's say you get those powers. Are you a hero or a villain?
I'm a hero. Can't be no villain.
I'll be seeing you out there then.
I would be Vader's my favorite character.
Soon as you
Because
get
my
out-
second superpower, I was gonna just say that I would make it a combination of the Force with Hulk's rage.
Like the
And-
madder you get, the stronger you get.
Yeah, with his
Okay.
basically rage where he just gets stronger every time he gets. And
But you also just to
It's just
piggyback
okay.
off something, you just mixed a hero and a villain. So like I say, are you gonna be a
Well-
hero? You mix Vader the villain against Hulk the hero to get your powers. Are you gonna be good or
Well,
bad?
Just their abilities. Now.
That's
That's what I'm
just
talking about.
a
Well, yeah,
villain.
you mixing those abilities, who you get? What you gonna be? You saving the world? Or you trying to
no,
conquer?
it's gonna be almost a villain.
I'm conquering the world.
I have that goodness inside sometimes, like Doctor Doom and Vader. I have that goodness in there sometimes, but
Guess I'd be the only one defending the weak then.
nah, they ain't gonna say defending the weak, but hey,
You be more like
might-
Namor than like an anti-hero. Like I'm good when I need to be.
Yeah.
I'm you whatever serves your
I'll
purpose.
be
type of
that in
sort.
between person.
Okay, I can do it. That's fair.
I'll be that in between. So all right, on to the
Ooh, yeah.
who you got.
WYG.
So on the first who you got, this is gonna be like last episode. We're gonna have to explain it. So this was mine. Who you got in the 40-yard dash? Do you have Willie Mays Hayes from the Cleveland Indians in the Major League movies, or old Stone Hands Featherstone from the Necessary Roughness football movie. Both of them are fast. For me, I'm just gonna tell you, I got Willie Mays Hayes. If you remember the scene, he was asleep. Old Wesley Snipes was asleep in the bed. They were outside running sprints. He woke up. Shit, I'm late. Got out there. 2 white dudes were at least 10 yards in front of him. He came out there bare feet, dusted both of them
Smoked
in
them.
about 40,
Yes.
50 yards. Because you got to look at old Stone Hands, and I'm like, he's fast as shit now.
Yeah.
But he couldn't catch. But then
At all.
we're not talking about catch.
Because Willie Mays
We're
couldn't
talking
hit.
about, yeah, he couldn't hit.
Yeah, Willie
So
Mays
we
Hayes
talking
couldn't
about
hit.
straight up speed.
I got Willie Mays Hayes on my list too.
I gotta go with old Black Hammer. I gotta go with Willie Mays Hayes. I mean, like you said, that scene.
I forgot he called himself Black Hammer. in the
Black
second
Hammer.
movie,
Yeah.
man.
I'm gonna
He
tell
thought
you
he was
what.
Great.
One of the best scenes besides the Jake calling his shot in the first Major League was when he's grinding his cleats into the dirt. And he's like, "Where you going, meat?" About 90 feet. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the best. You know what I'm saying? But he was the king of the stolen bases. He couldn't hit worth a damn. He popped everything up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if he could get on base, that's a point.
Yeah,
Yeah, he gonna get you a run. You can let that go. So yeah, I'm gonna go Willie Mays Hayes too, the 40-yard
Right.
dash.
But too bad, Featherstone. Hey, you couldn't make it this round. Maybe you could start catching.
Remember,
Put you
Featherstone,
against
the ball is
somebody.
my friend.
Yep. So on to our second. Who you got? It's gonna be a tough one, depending on who you like, man. Really,
I think
Yes.
this one was mine.
it's
This one was
Beyonce versus Janet. So
That's
since
nice.
this was yours,
This is
go ahead.
not. This is only on appearance. This is not based on
Yes.
music or abilities or anything like that.
Not catalog or anything like that. We just want straight looks, right?
Just straight looks.
Okay.
And for me,
What about catalog? I'm gonna say it. Beyonce ain't all that. Catalog Janet. Give 'em back. To all y'all Beehive folks, like and subscribe to us and hate on us.
Yeah, how you gonna yeah,
So go ahead.
subscribe just to hate.
But we, like Brandon said, we just
hey.
said looks, so we're
based
going
on
off looks.
looks, we'll go with Janet. This is the original Janet, not nose job.
Okay. I know
Sorta
John
kind of starting to look like Michael Janet.
You talking about thick Janet. Before Rhythm Nation or after?
original Janet.
Pleasure Principal Janet, when she on the chair, or
like D'Amelia Joe.
the Janet with Morris Day, with Jimmy Jan, Terry Lewis,
I'm
and
just
Jerome
talking
Janet.
about the Janet before she had them messed up her face.
He talking about Thick Janet then.
So he talking about thick.
That's the Janet I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's D'Amelia Joe.
Picking
then.
her,
Then,
I'm picking her over Beyonce any day of the week.
yeah, you know what, man?
All day.
I know some people love Beyonce.
Music wise too.
Beyonce has some thick thighs. She's okay.
They do say
But as far as like fantasies, Janet Jackson, anytime, any place, like just great. Then Janet Jackson from Nutty
her
Professor.
sex appeal was just.
Oh, it's through the roof.
Like anything she does, like the Nutty Professor Janet,
Poetic Justice Janet.
Poetic Justice Janet. It's just Beyonce's good now. She's the queen bee. But as far as looks, Memphis has a lot of Beyonce's.
I ain't seen too many Janet.
Yeah, you seen too many Janet Jackson. And we come from a city that's 7% black. We've seen a lot of pretty black women in Memphis.
Yes.
Thick women too.
Gorgeous.
And there ain't too many folks. Like I said, Janet Jackson just does for me.
I'm with it. I guess me as well. It's Miss Jackson if you nasty. And I'm gonna tell you why. I think I try to see, especially when we're just looking at looks. What's the best I've ever seen Beyonce? Okay, I don't watch many of her concerts. I'm not a huge fan of her videos. I'm just not. It's not my bag. She has some great music. But the most attractive I've ever seen her, besides her younger days, like the Destiny's Child, which I thought was probably more attractive, was in that movie Austin Powers when she was Foxy Cleopatra.
Oh yeah.
Very attractive in that movie.
Yeah, but
However,
it wasn't that.
The
Cause
best I've ever seen Janet. You see what she did at the concert when she brought the dude on stage. And
That's the one I was thinking of, bruh. That's
That-
exactly
that
the
was-
one I was thinking
that
of.
conversation is over.
that was
That conversation is over. Not to mention the fact I seen one of Janet's nipples,
But look, let's just be honest. Even in Destiny's Child, the original, I like Latoya Luckett. Yeah, I like Latoya.
The baddest one out of all the Destiny's Child girls was Farrah. She was only in there for maybe like a couple of months. Look her up though. Farrah.
The one that
Farrah
was
was righteous.
Asian, like she
kind of sort of. Yeah, she was. Farrah was righteous.
I remember her.
Yeah, so
yeah, she was on like one video.
One video. I'm saying they asked her. Somebody said this probably isn't true. Somebody said it's because she was really really attractive.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly why they got rid of her.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, because look who was running Destiny's Child at the time.
Anybody who was gonna steal the life from Beyonce
Queen B.
was gonna be axed.
Yeah, you're not, and that's exactly.
So
what
all you B fans out there, hey, if you don't like it, comment at the bottom, like and subscribe, or like and put a thumbs down. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I take it either way.
One of them.
I take it either way. Just thumb me.
All right. We're going to the last who you got for this episode, which is a good damn one.
Yeah, I'll pick this one. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this one out the gate
because it's a good one.
Simon Phoenix versus Action Jackson. The law versus the crime. Even with enhanced Simon Phoenix, I'm just gonna go off the Action Jackson character, not including Apollo Creed or Dylan from Predator.
Yeah, just straight
I'm just
Action.
going straight Action Jackson. And not because he played for the Raiders, Carl Weathers just tossing it out there. Even souped up, because the first people gonna say, well, Simon Phoenix was souped up. Well, what's his name? John Spark was souped down. They turned him into a seamstress.
Actually, Simon Phoenix wasn't souped up. His abilities was his ability. He was just smart.
He knew more things.
He knew
That's
more
right.
things about
he wasn't
the
stronger
future.
or faster.
He wasn't
That's
stronger.
right. That's right.
He just knew where to go do stuff and how to get stuff done.
I regard him as one of the best villains I have ever seen on film. For that alone, I'm going with the sadistic nature of Simon Phoenix. The blonde hair, the blue and brown eyes, the overalls, the over-the-top attitude, and plus I think he was... Action Jackson was, the way he beat Peter Delaplane's ass will go down in history. But I'm gonna go with Simon Phoenix on this one. He was the reason I had my hair blonde, and I'm gonna probably do that in a couple of episodes.
Yeah, because I remember when we were trying to come up with somebody for him to fight, it was like, it ain't too many people you can put against Simon Phoenix.
Sure.
And I love Action Jackson. It's a great movie.
Did Black Dynamite against him.
They made a good fight. It's another law versus the criminal.
But I still, Simon Phoenix.
Black Dynamite wasn't no chump now.
But I think he just beat Simon Phoenix just beat his ass, man.
I don't know.
I think Black Diamond might play around too much.
Unless Simon Phoenix been drinking the Anaconda malt liquor.
But
Y'all gotta watch Black Diamond.
So I guess we can all agree.
It's gonna
on
be
that one. It's gonna be
Simon
Simon
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
It's Simon Phoenix. Is it cold in yours?
Like I say, Action Jackson, great movie. Even though dude, that one of the funniest thing there when he started shuffling his feet.
Oh my goodness,
dude!
You better believe it, baby. Yeah.
No, I forget his name, but that man right there is one of the greatest scenes ever.
It is.
And especially just like you said, his sadistic nature, like
Yeah, he be willing to go there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. When Peter Delaplane was whooping Action Jackson's ass in the end, he drove the Ferrari up the stairs and through the hall. That was pretty gangster.
It was hot.
Hottest. Ugh, he full of. Now, don't get me wrong. Great fight. I gotta give it to Phoenix though.
Yeah,
I give it to
that's
Simon.
hands down.
Totally.
All right, we're gonna do our first TV show review. It's one that just recently
I'm
ended.
excited about this one.
It's gonna be about WandaVision. What you guys think about it?
I actually liked it. Started off, I was like, "What is this? What is Marvel doing?" But it's one thing, you always want to compare Marvel to DC. And one thing about Marvel is their track record is it's been pretty spot on.
It is.
And so I just kept telling myself I just needed to be patient and just get through these few little the 30-minute episodes of WandaVision and the whole sitcom thing. Once you got to episode 4, I I mean, it started popping off.
Yeah, I say
Yeah.
3.
I'm about to say three.
The first
at
two,
the end of three.
y'all
The end
could
of
have
three.
kept that.
And Rambo.
One around.
Malcolm Rambo.
You can get cosplay crush.
Thick
That's all I'm
thighs
saying
and
on
all.
That's all,
Photon.
that's all I'm gonna say on that. And
Making
then just
the
the
MCU
way it ended and the way they tied it in. You know what's going on with Rambo, with her going off. I'm not gonna spoil it, but who she went off with at the end, and the thing with Wanda, how she's now looks like she's gonna be a lot stronger.
Yeah,
Now,
she
Strange
learns
gonna have some issues.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
in this
Yeah,
next one.
you're gonna have to.
And it's gonna be. Now I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with this new the new Vision.
The white vision, the white
Yeah.
vision.
It might be in Secret Invasion because I hope they put Rambo on the big screen.
I'm thinking. I would
But I
assume that's what they
believe
would do.
she's gonna
You
be
already had her in
starring.
Captain Marvel. You might as well. Captain Marvel, I mean, you might as well.
I believe she's gonna be starring in Secret Invasion because the guy that played Malcolm X in One Night in Miami, he's finna play in Secret Invasion as the main villain. I believe.
Is he
so.
gonna be Kang the Conqueror?
No,
No, that's the guy
that's
from
the guy
Lovecraft.
from
That's
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft Country. You're right. You're right.
He's the one that's gonna play Kang the Conqueror.
That's a badass villain, dude.
Yeah,
That's the Conqueror of Time, and they've already been messing with the
So he's
timelines.
gonna have to be like the new Thanos.
No,
Like,
he is.
It's not no. We're gonna face you in one movie.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can't.
Nah,
No.
if you kill
Can't
him
waste
off
Kang
in
like
one movie,
Mhm.
they might as well destroy the MCU.
Because they didn't even beat him in the comics. They didn't even beat him in this time frame.
In the
You know what I mean?
comics,
So-
he tried to go back in time and kill himself several
Yes.
times in
Yes.
the comics
That's wild.
because he knew how evil he was gonna become. So
Kang the Conqueror, man.
we
You gotta know that.
they
Look him up.
better not MCU him or DC universe.
And he is
Kang the
black.
Conqueror. Yeah, that's
one
why.
thing.
That's another
Yes.
reason.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Like in the comics and in
Yeah.
he might be blue, but he's drawn like a brother.
So hopefully they don't screw Kang up. But WandaVision, it was great. Everything about it, except those first 2 episodes. Like I said, taught me a lot of stuff about Wanda and her powers. They did everybody in thinking dude was gonna be Quicksilver from the X-Men.
Man,
What was his name? Boner.
Evan Peters or something.
Yeah, that's all.
They did everybody in there when they showed Mephisto and everything people thought they were gonna see. But they might be bringing all those people in, with the new movie.
If you know the comic story behind that with the twins,
Yeah.
so
But that's why everybody thought it was gonna be like House
it's
of
coming.
M and all
It's
that.
coming.
It has
It's
to.
coming.
You've already teased it.
And you teased it
It's
at
coming.
the end
Yeah.
when she was hearing their voices.
Yeah. They teased
They
it.
Yeah.
teased the mess out of that.
They
It's
teased
coming.
it.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna
They
do.
did.
She's finna start traveling through time, especially to save her family. Because that's who was hollering for her at the end, her sons. So,
How many blurs would you give this show?
WandaVision,
Mhm.
I'll give it 4.
I can dig it.
I give it
I
4.
can dig it.
I wouldn't say it's perfect, but
I'm
I
gonna give
give
it a 4. It's far from perfect.
Yeah,
but it
them-
was still really good. It was
those
really good.
first 2 episodes kind of did it. Because I
'Cause
was
it probably turned some people away.
yeah,
It
because
did. Oh,
And then when you
definitely
got to
did.
like episode 3, 4, and 5, everybody was talking about how good it was. Then you had to go back.
Yeah.
You know.
It just goes to show you the power of social media, which is why we say subscribe, like us, Jedi Mind Trick.
And comment below.
because after success of The Mandalorian and this guy right here, and WandaVision would have kept episode 3 like the first 2, MCU would have been done.
This
It's been
opens the
done.
door. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give it 4 blurs as well. I like you said, it's far from perfect, but there were a few perfect things about it. I like how they brought in the witchcraft. They kind of explained the whole. She can actually call herself a Scarlet Witch now. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was pretty cool. The first 2
She had an
episodes.
iconic costume.
You know what I mean? The real costume. I'll say this right here. I'm in the vast minority on this. I didn't think they were great, but I actually liked the first 2 episodes, and I'm gonna tell you why. I like that something is wrong here feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like all that weird, like the size, this like all that stuff that were happening, like her just giving birth and
Man, you could tell they were building up to something.
yeah, and that eerie feeling that it was almost borderline like the story of like the beginning of a horror movie sometimes.
Mm.
Hear the
So
voice through the radio.
you know what I mean? It was just real weird. the scenes where they went to Sword, you know, the Rambo scenes, what's the girl that came from Thor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. They put her in
I
there.
didn't even know she was gonna be in it. I don't know.
Darcy, that was
Darcy,
I
yeah, she
had
just
no
popped
idea.
up in there.
You know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that they're gonna try to incorporate other. I hate to use the word lost. Well, pretty cool word on this show. But other lost characters that kind of got lost in translation into other shows and try to plug them and play them here. You know, try to make a more rounded verse. She's gonna have to atone for this shit though.
Yeah.
You literally enslaved those people.
Yeah, you did.
Remember the one episode where the lady comes up and is like, please let my daughter out of the bedroom? And it's just like, it was,
Or go ahead and kill us.
yeah, go ahead and kill us. Like, these people knew they were being tortured. And so they're going to have to deal with the ramifications of a hero doing villainous
And-
things.
That's why I think she's really
And
gonna
see-
be
Yeah, I can see
better.
it.
Yeah,
I can
and
see
see, that's why I kind of thought they were gonna bring in Muse this episode because she's already building up more hate toward them. You know, she's responsible for the stuff that happened in Sokovia and all that, where people made the Civil War and all that kind of stuff, and you got all the other stuff that she's done in the little town and all that. So
Well, she has a terrible story arc, though. Think about it. She
Yeah.
lost her brother.
lost everything.
She lost her parents. And she lost her love.
Well, see, okay, so that's what I was just gonna say. I'm hoping. See, I also thought they were gonna bring in the mutant. I was hoping they were going to somehow fix the debacle that they created with in Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Well, Quicksilver, yeah. I
Quicksilver
thought that
and,
was right. With a
of
fan
course-
favorite Quicksilver.
Of course, I'm sure most of you know that Magneto is their parent, their father, and so I was hoping, like they put that in. What was that? They in X-Men, Day of 55,
yeah.
they put that in there, but they didn't in the Marvel on the Marvel side. I guess that might have been because of the rights at the time, but I'm hoping that they fix that. But yeah, because it was still a good show though.
Yeah,
It was
it's a
a good
good show.
It was a great
I'm
Yeah, it was
show.
a
really looking
great
forward
show.
to this Winter Soldier.
Yeah, they
In
gotta
2
keep
days.
it going. They gotta keep it going.
Now, speaking of, this is going to be, I know we're going to talk about this in another couple of shows, but you said, speaking of a few days, are you looking forward to Zack Snyder? Are you going to watch all 4 hours?
I'm watching
Justice
all
League?
4 hours.
All 4.
All 4 hours.
Straight through.
In one sitting.
In one sitting. In one shot.
And
Do
we're
you
going
think
to talk about it, and we're going to compare it to the original, how much better the Snyder Cut is going to be.
Do you think this movie has the power to save the DCU? Or at least, let me try this again. Does it have the power to
That's a lot to
fix
say.
a lot of the things that are wrong with it? So, what you think?
I'm going to say no, because I don't think they're going to bring Snyder on to do any more movies.
That's
so
true. That's true.
I don't think it's going to be, enough to save it. It might change the way people look at just that Justice League film, because in my opinion, Man of Steel was really good.
It was underrated.
And I'm hoping and thinking that this Justice League Snyder Cut is going to be really good.
I think it is too.
Aquaman was decent.
Yeah. Wonder Woman 1 was great. I thought it was good.
So I mean,
2 was okay.
they're never gonna get that acclaim they had from the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen.
They were trying to capture it with that Batman versus Superman. They didn't. They kind of failed.
And it's so much. And then okay, now they're talking about. I already don't like that you're not bringing back Henry Cavill. I don't know why you're doing that. You do not need to make Superman black.
But
We have plenty of black superheroes you can bring to the screen without you trying to make Clark Kent black. Like, don't do that.
Nah.
There's so many black. I mean, bring Jon Stewart. You can bring Jonathan Stewart.
That's what all the black characters that need to be made. I understand we want to try to, like, I hate to use the word color, but you want to color swap and interchange the color. All right, whatever. Green Lantern is actually a black dude.
He is a
Make
black
that shit
dude.
first.
Let that happen.
Like, make that first before you make a black Superman. Like, I'm fine with it. That's cool. Make the Green Lantern, because the first Green Lantern is oh my god, it's just such a black eye on superhero movies altogether.
Still
I mean, it's
better
not
than-
MCU DC.
Still better than Wonder Woman 1984 though. Continue.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's just like Jonah Hex bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's up there like that. But I mean, I guess to close that part out, WandaVision, I'm looking forward to see what. Now it has me hyped to see what Loki gonna do. The Loki show.
Loki looks really good too.
Are you looking forward to Love and Thunder? What do y'all think about it? The Thor one?
I'm on the fence. I need to see
Nah,
a trailer, like a real trailer.
because it has to have some good action.
And
or
what
something in it.
I'm hoping that we're done with Fat Thor. Like I want the regular Thor back now.
Yeah, I believe that.
But it still be good because he's gonna have Stormbreaker, and I guess Jane Foster will be having Mjolnir or whatever. But I it's just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, because unfortunately,
If it's as good as Ragnarok, then yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, Ragnarok's good.
If
Ragnarok's
it's as
good.
as that.
I even like how they teased World War Hulk in there, the Gladiator. Yeah, that was pretty cheap.
Unlock Thor Dark World, trash.
It was. God, was probably the
But
worst.
they redeemed it with Ragnarok.
Iron Man 3 was pretty bad too.
yeah.
Marvel has had its share of flops. It
Oh,
has had
yeah.
some flops though.
Howard the Duck. Well, we talking about we're not.
But their flops don't equal to the Fox flops or the DC flops.
We gotta talk about that.
Their-
We might have to ask
their
that question.
flops-
What's wrong?
I mean, I don't.
Their flops still generate billions of dollars.
That's just because of the name, but the movies like you just said, Iron Man 3 was just as bad as Fox's Spider-Man 3 was just as bad as X-Men's the 3 X-Men United.
Shit. And Last Stand was horrible.
Last Stand, that's
oh
one.
my goodness,
that
that was
was horrible. What else is it that Marvel is that or Fox or whoever?
shit a bunch
We
of.
already said Dark World, that was horrible.
I did like X-Men First Class.
First Class,
First
First
Class
Class is
and
actually
Days of Future
Yeah,
X-Men
that was
Apocalypse
the best one.
that wasn't good. I mean, it was okay.
It was alright. I like
It
it.
wasn't as network.
I like the actor, but I don't think he portrayed him well. It was okay. They
Uh,
had Bishop in Days of Future Past, some of the black character. They should have given
Yeah.
him more shine too.
they should have.
Yeah,
They should
just
have.
tossing it out there. Indeed. Indeed.
Like I said, DC has a lot to catch up on.
Oh, they got.
But we will be
We'll talk
watching
about
the
that.
Snyder.
We're gonna talk about that in one show about the DC universe. We gotta talk about that.
And
in
we're
one
gonna
show.
talk about the DC animated, because that's where DC is
We
winning.
didn't have to do a whole DC show then.
They're winning on the animated side.
Oh my God! Some of the DC animators are better than the Marvel live action. I'm going to
Yeah.
toss that out there. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
that's
I'm
true.
talking about
I
like
would agree
Avengers
with that.
level. Yeah,
I would agree with that.
we can do that. I'm with it.
All right, we're down to our last segment of the day. All right, we're gonna go to Cosplay Crush of the Day.
Cosplay Crusher of the Day, when she comes on the screen. There we go. Her name is Hello X Keela. I was scrolling through Instagram. I stopped. I saw, and like I said, I was really taken back because my favorite ones are the blurred cosplayers who find black characters to do. You know what I mean? Like she did Aisha Tyler's characters you probably gonna see from Archer. She did Patty Mayonnaise, who's a black chick. And a couple of other ones. She does a phenomenal job. She said she loves to watch The Office. She actually said she's a boring person. Can you look at these pictures and think that she was boring? Not at all. She looks like the life of the party. But you're fun. You do an excellent job on your cosplay. She is absolutely gorgeous. I had the pleasure of talking to her. Very cool in the back and forth, very open and welcoming. So please follow her, give us some love, give her some attention, and follow us as well. Hopefully you're already
Oh,
doing
yeah,
it. At least
yeah.
you should be.
Please comment below.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to see, anything you want us to talk about, any recommendations, anything we can do
Hey,
to
let
improve
us
the
know.
show, let us know.
But hey, before we get out of here, you said Patty Mayonnaise was black?
Yeah.
I mean, technically,
I didn't look
if
at
you
her
think
as
about
black.
it, technically
I saw
she was
Skeeter
black.
as being the black guy on the show. I didn't think Doug
And
Funny
Roger.
was her.
Roger Klotz is like, well,
Roger, nah.
I saw Roger Klotz is like the old bully character be bringing cigarettes and shit to school. Had
But
a
if you
fistful
think
of
about,
joints.
I mean, think of Patty. Look at her complexion
yeah,
compared to
compared
Doug.
to Doug. Doug was a white guy.
Doug was white.
Yeah, I know he's white.
Patty was.
She was like, she wasn't even like light brown. She was like chalk. She was like coffee brown.
She had some melanin in her.
Then my girlfriend Cree Summer played her voice. Now you probably seen the blonde hair.
I'm gonna have to go
Blonde
back.
hair
I'm gonna have to go
might
back
be
and look at.
Yeah,
Doug.
Patty Mayonnaise was a sister.
Patty Mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, we're finna get out of here. We'll discuss this another day. Thank y'all for watching.
Pizza, you want pizza, you want pizza.